General, my deputy keeps giving opposite orders to the team. I don't want an open war with him. What should I do?
If your deputy gives orders that contradict yours directly to the team, do not treat it as a small mistake. Because if you do nothing, your authority will not collapse in one dramatic moment. It will slowly dissolve. That is why I am going to show you how to take back command without humiliating your deputy, without exploding in public, and without starting an ego war. But first, answer one brutal question. Is this an isolated mistake? Or has he done this before? And above all, does your team still know which orders to follow? Or have they already started choosing sides?
Honestly, he has done this several times. And some employees now prefer to follow his instructions instead of mine.
That changes everything. The real question is not, how do I talk to my deputy without conflict? The real question is, how do I restore one clear chain of command without turning this into an ego war? If your deputy contradicted you once, you may have a coordination problem. Maybe he misunderstood. Maybe he thought he was helping. But if he does it repeatedly, you have a command problem. And if the team starts choosing between your orders and his, you no longer have one line of authority. You have two competing chains of command. In the military, this is called chaos. In business, people often call it a small misunderstanding. That is how managers lose authority, not through one explosion, through small, silent concessions. I will be direct. Your deputy may not be the only problem. Your silence is also part of the problem. You wanted to avoid an open conflict, but you created artificial peace. You left an empty chair in the power zone, and power hates a vacuum. So someone else sat in that chair. By avoiding the conversation, you did not avoid a war. You allowed public confusion. And now your team is asking, who really has authority here? When the team asks that question, you have already lost ground. The classic trap is to believe you have only two options. Option 1, say nothing to preserve the relationship. Option 2, attack him directly and start an open war. Both options are wrong. Silence validates disorder. Public attack turns a command issue into an ego duel. The doctrine is simple. Disagreement in private, unity in public. Your deputy has the right to disagree with you. He may even have the duty to warn you if he sees a risk. But he does not have the right to create a second line of orders in front of the team. If he disagrees, he comes to you. You discuss. You decide. Then, in front of the team, you speak with one voice. Not to protect your ego, to protect execution. Here is your operation order. 4 steps. Stabilize, isolate, clarify, lock. 1. Stabilize. Do not react emotionally in front of the team. If you correct your deputy publicly, you open a territory war. You do not take back command by humiliating your number 2. You take back command by restoring the frame. 2. Isolate. Private conversation within 24 hours, not in 3 weeks. Confusion must be treated quickly or it becomes a habit. 3. Clarify. Use the protocol, bottom line up front. Put the difficult truth in the first 10 seconds. No feedback sandwich. No long introduction. No soft fog. 4. Lock. End with one clear operating rule, then ask for a back brief. Because, is that clear? Checks nothing. Now I give you the exact script. Say this. John, I am going to be direct. I want to clarify a command issue with you. This morning I gave the team instruction A. Later, you gave them instruction B, which contradicted mine. This way of operating cannot continue. The impact is simple. The team no longer knows which line to follow, and it creates 2 decision centers. From today, if you disagree with an instruction, you come to me first. We discuss it between us. We make a decision. Then, in front of the team, we speak with one voice. Then stop talking. Do not justify. Do not apologize for being the leader. Set the rule. Then listen. If he says, I was just trying to help, you answer, I understand. The intention may be good, but this method creates confusion, and confusion destroys execution. So we keep your intention to help, but we correct the method. Then lock the rule. From today, no opposite instruction is given to the team without prior alignment between us. Then ask, tell me how you understand the rule for next time. Do not ask, is that clear? That question verifies nothing. The back brief shows you if he understood, or if he is resisting. Then return to the team to protect them from confusion. You do not expose the conflict. You simply give one clear line. Say, I want to clarify the line. On this subject, the validated decision is A. If a change is needed, it will come through me and will be communicated clearly to everyone. For now, you execute A. Calm, short, clear. Remember, the weak manager avoids the conflict. The brutal manager tries to win the conflict. The tactical leader restores the frame before the conflict becomes a war. Your deputy is not necessarily your enemy, but if he creates a parallel chain of command, you must intervene. Not to protect your ego, to protect the mission. This is why General Roy exists, not to reassure you, but to force you to ask the right diagnostic question before you act. Describe your situation to General Roy. Get the diagnosis, the protocol, and the exact words for your next conversation. Start with 3 free interactions. Dismissed.